And we back talking sports. So I want to talk about what I just heard on ESPN. First take. Now, while I don't agree with everything, I'm going to be fair and
when you see a car,
I'm going to be fair and I'm going to dissect
find it on Auto Trader.
I'm going to dissect this in a way where I'm looking at both sides. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, just be biased and everything like that. So basically, ESPN is asking, can we trust Draymond?
Green had another night of controversial moments. First, at the end of the first half, Draymond received a tech for nudging Şengün towards the throat area. Then later in the game, got a flagrant one for making contact with Şengün's face on an attempted lay-in. Okay, getting chippy, Stephen A. We know the playoffs are right around the corner. Can Draymond be trusted?
Number one, before we even start listening to this, when you say, can Draymond be trusted? Can Draymond be trusted to do what? What are we exactly talking about? To help us win a championship? To be Draymond Green? Do you know our record without Draymond? It's not good. It's not good, bro. It ain't as worse as without Steph Curry, but it's not good. Do you know our record when Draymond is there? Fuck that. We don't even have to talk about the record. 4 championships. But I do agree with one of the points that Stephen A. made, and I'm going to let y'all hear it.
I'm going to say yes, but with trepidation. I believe in the brother. He's a 4-time champion. But I also think it's important to look into the camera and to say this to Draymond. You've been on the record acknowledging you believe if you hadn't gotten ejected in Game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals that the Warriors would have won the championship. Mm-hmm. Last year, due to the multiple.
Exactly, Cheyenne. Me and Cheyenne be on the same wavelength because that's exactly why I don't get mad at Draymond no more. This type of shit, I would have made a video on here and went crazy. I would have went crazy on Draymond. But you know why I don't go crazy on Draymond no more? Is because I be listening to what Draymond actually be saying on the court or hearing it. 9 times out of 10, he's arguing about them not keeping the same energy, you know what I'm saying, on our end as they are on the opposing team's end. Last night, he was like, call the fouls. And Draymond antagonizes the referees, but he gets frustrated when your best player is getting clobbered and getting hugged, which is prohibited on defense. You can go look it up. It's a whole picture of Fred VanVleet hugging Steph Curry, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. So I really don't get mad at him no more like that. When he do the crazy shit, like hitting a player and all that, I ain't mind him with the Rudy Gobert shit. If you're a female, thank you. If you're a dude, I don't swing that way, but I appreciate it. But him like hitting Yusuf Nurkic or kicking what's naming the balls, I don't like that shit at all. But what he did last night, that was a BS flagrant foul call. If you want to call it a foul, cool. But flagrant, come on, bro. That's a natural shooting motion. Going up, people have went up like this to get around or to pull back their elbow for years. That's been like Draymond does that shot all the time. If he get a bounce pass from Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler or Pajinski or whoever it is.
Multiple suspensions and stuff. Y'all missed the playoffs. You missed the playoffs. So those are 2 occasions where you're looking at the Golden State Warriors and their postseason aspirations were derailed because of you, Draymond Green.
That one too.
That can't happen again. And here's why it's a big reason, Shannon and Wendy, that it can't happen again. Draymond Green, if I had to obviously have a vote, if I had to vote today, Draymond Green is my defensive player of the year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Draymond Green
DPOY,
He is my defensive player of the year. He has been fabulous. And major props to him. Here's what makes it even better. Draymond gave the guarantee All-Star Weekend at All-Star Weekend in San Fran, and then has turned around and has backed up his bravado and helping spearhead the surge by the Golden State Warriors.
Thank you, Draymond,
He's got us looking at the Golden State Warriors and saying they can beat anybody. It's not just because of Steph. It's not just because of Jimmy. It's because of Draymond too, which means that if you derail yourself, if you compromise your own position, you compromise the Golden State Warriors. Somehow, some way, somebody got to remind them of that going into these playoffs. It's on you too, bro, because he's my defensive player of the year. I'm telling you right now, he's been that sensational. But if he gets himself ejected from games in the playoffs, it's going to cost him.
He's not their best player, but he might be their most important player because of what is asked of him.
I will say this, though. One thing I agree with that you heard Stephen A. say. I don't think y'all heard it.
By the Golden State Warriors. He's got us looking at team. That can't happen again. You missed the playoffs. If you hadn't gotten ejected in Game 5 of the 2016 NBA Finals, that the Warriors would have won the championship. Last year, due to the multiple suspensions and stuff, y'all missed the playoffs.
I do agree with that. Last year, Draymond was wilding. But last year, and you know what the craziest part is? Draymond shot the ball from 3, the best I ever seen him do it last year. Last year versus the Lakers, nigga, he hit like 5 threes in a row, bro. He was going crazy. I've never seen Draymond shoot the ball like that. So it was Draymond's fault last year. I do put a lot of it on Draymond that we missed the playoffs last year because we was killing it until he got injured. Then we lost 6 in a row. Then, you know what I'm saying, we was up and down. Then he came back. Then we would win. Then we would lose a whole bunch. We would lose games with Steph dropping 40 and 50. And we was cooking until he went out. Lost 6 in a row. Couldn't get it back on track. Then he came back. We was up and down, got suspended again. Then we started like it was bad last year. And I think if Draymond don't get suspended, I think we make the playoffs. We ain't winning no championship. I don't think that team was nowhere near good enough to win the championship. But we would have at least made the playoffs. So I do agree with that. Where I disagree with them at is why is this even a thing? Draymond has been in the league 13 years, bro. 13, 14 years. The Golden State Warriors have 6 finals appearances and 4 titles with Draymond Green. Draymond Green has never got suspended in a playoff game outside of the finals versus you know who. That's very ironic. That's the only time he's ever been suspended was in the finals when he called you know who a bitch. But Draymond has never got suspended in a playoff game. I'm not sure if he's been ejected from a playoff game. Maybe look this up. As Draymond Green let me see. Yeah, he did. He got ejected for that stump on Sabonis. That was the only time he got ejected. But we won that game. And we won that series. He was trash. But Draymond is not out here getting ejected from playoff games. Now, I forgot about that. He did get ejected when he stomped Sabonis. That shit was funny, though. I thought that shit was fucked up, but that shit was funny, bro. Because he tried to act like he didn't do nothing. He jumped up and was pop. It did. I was like, come on, Draymond, bro. You out of here, bro. You out of here. I knew he was getting ejected, bro. I knew he was getting ejected. But we also won that series. That was a classic series. That was the best, one of the best series I ever seen in my life, bro. No cap. That's the best series I done seen in the last 5 years. That one, the Nuggets Timberwolves series, even though it was blowouts both ways, it was very like you never knew what was gonna happen. What's another great series? Of course, the Warriors Celtics series was amazing. Amazing. But Draymond's just not out here getting ejected from playoff games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about that with Draymond. What I'm worried about is his play. His stupid ass. I'm more worried about his damn dumb ass turnovers on the floor than him getting ejected from a fucking playoff game. Draymond's smarter than that. To get ejected, he might get a tech in the playoffs. He might. But Draymond is Draymond, and we have won 4 championships. Bucks Suns, that's a good one. That's a good one too. Like, bro, we have 4 championships with him. 4. You do that with a player that they ain't won a championship yet. Draymond is solidified. He DPOY this year, 35. DPOY. To me, that solidifies him as a top 10 defender of all time, bro. This second DPOY solidifies him as a top 10 defender of all time. For me, for sure. You can put your own list together and disagree or whatever, but you can't name me 10 better defenders all time than Draymond. What Draymond has been able to do at his size, 6'7", 230, guarding 1 through 5, legitimately, not that LeBron shit that they be saying, oh, he guards 1 through 5, when he didn't guard Dwight Howard at all in the 2009 conference finals. He didn't guard Jokic. Dwight Howard was guarding Jokic. He didn't guard Tim Duncan. You wasn't locking Tim Duncan down. This is legitimately Draymond can guard 1 through 5. He can guard Jokic, turn around, you got to guard Dame. Can guard Giannis, turn around, you got to guard Mobley. Turn around, you got to help off and guard Luka. Come on, bro. Draymond really do that shit, bro. Because Draymond has been putting forth a great effort to not get ejected, to calm down. And also, I have been seeing some of the young guys grabbing him, like Post or Moody or Pajinski, grabbing him so that he don't get a technical. A lot of the times it's not Steph, it's the others that grab him. It's been a couple of games where he could have got another technical or he could have got ejected, and some of the young guys have grabbed him. I've noticed Post does that a lot. That's why I like Quentin Post. I've noticed Post grab either Steph or grab Draymond and try to get them out of harm's way or out of trouble so they don't get ejected or get a technical foul. And we need that. The young guys are learning. Well, I've been talking about NBA for about 2 years now. But I've been watching the NBA all my life. But I've been talking about NBA on here for 2 years. This channel been up for years. I just put music on it. But I deleted everything and I rebranded this channel 3 years ago from 0 all the way to 2,000 subscribers. And thank y'all. We reaching 2,000 subscribers this year. This comes off the muscle, off of me being shadow banned, me being demonetized, and we still here. So if you ever want to know why my channel not doing as well as it should, I'm too real. I speak the truth on here. Shadow banned, demonetized, they still can't stop me. But yeah, let's get back to what they were saying because, you know what I'm saying, they said some good things.
You missed the playoffs. So those are two occasions where you're looking at the Golden State Warriors and their postseason aspirations were derailed because of you, Draymond Green. That can't happen again. And here's why.
That's true. What happened last year can't happen
It
again.
can't happen again. Draymond Green, if
I want Draymond to be Draymond, though. I don't want Draymond to try to be anything other than Draymond Green, bro.
He is my defensive player of the year. He has been fabulous. And major props to him. Here's what makes it even better. Draymond gave the guarantee all-star
He's about to get another DPOY.
And also
Draymond should have about 3 or 4 to me.
And then
I think he should have at least 3 DPOYs, bro.
And helping spearhead.
He better be all defensive team. I know that. That's for sure. First team all defensive team. Add that up.
Beat anybody. It's not
DPOY
just
at 35. DPOY.
It's because of Draymond.
Name me a nigga that. Name me the last real great defender that won DPOY at this age.
You compromise the Golden State Warriors. Somehow, some way, somebody got to remind him of that going into these playoffs. It's on you too, bro, because he's my defensive player of the year. I'm telling you right now, he's been that sensational.
DPOY.
But if he gets himself
He's been going crazy, bro.
In the playoffs.
These last like 3 months, he's been going crazy,
he might be their
bro.
most important player because of what is asked of him. He initiates their offense. He can guard 1 through 5. He's the enforcer. He wants to set the tempo. He sets the tone, the pulse of what this team is going to be. And so I don't
look. Even Shannon though, he guard 1 through 5. I'm not mad about that Draymond guaranteed championship statement at all. That's what I'm saying. I had to check myself, Cheyenne. I was like, man, shut the fuck up, Draymond. What? Wait a minute. He said this back in 2022. And we won the championship. So I had to check myself, Cheyenne, because I predicted that championship. I said before the year, I said the Warriors winning the championship. And then I did it again and made my channel, and then I was wrong because, look, the referee screwed us in that Lakers series. I already did the breakdown. Go look at it. You can ask Cheyenne. Nigga, I did the breakdown on the free throw discrepancy between us and them. That was abnormal. Also, Jordan Poole was trash. Klay Thompson was trash in that series, and Draymond was ass in that series. So I was wrong that year, but I was right on that 2022 championship for sure. But that's why I had to check myself, because Draymond has, bro, really since he said that shit, Draymond has, bro, he already was playing great defense. He started playing DPOY defense, bro. And Jimmy helped for sure. And he started going crazy. And we started going crazy. Even with that loss last night, which I'm still kind of mad at because I wanted Jimmy to really take over and give us a little glimpse of what we could get in the playoffs. We like 20-4. We like 20-4 since Jimmy arrived, bro. So I'm not really tripping. And we got 3 should be layup games. We got 3 games against trash teams, non-playoff teams, that we should win all of them. Then we get the Clippers, and we got to find a way to beat them because they on the heater. They one of the 5 best teams right now in the NBA. They playing that good. Kawhi hooping. He played a back-to-back. That's different. That's scary. I'm not gonna lie. Kawhi is I'm gonna be real. The Clippers are the X Factor team. Even though I don't think they're gonna do shit because they got James Harden. And I definitely trust my Warriors over them in the 7-game series. We won't play them. I don't believe we will play them at all in these playoffs because I think they'll be gone. But Kawhi is that dude, that's for sure. Yo, little CJ, what's poppin'? Ain't seen you in a minute.
I don't know why he would risk himself or putting himself in harm's way, because they cannot win without Draymond Green.
That's right.
He's never been the best player, but he's always probably been one of the key or the most important player because of what is asked him to do. He's constantly talking, letting everybody know, hey, it's right, it's left, hey, I got this, hey, do it. He does everything. He and Steph have that type of relationship like a quarterback and a running back. Because he gets the rebound, you better be prepared for that dribble handoff or that dribble. Hey, he gonna pass it behind his back, or he'll fake it like he's gonna hand the ball up to Steph and he'll go lay it up himself.
Yep, I love when let me say this. Draymond's offensive game this year has taken a leap, bro. When it was a couple of weeks ago, when Draymond led us in scoring, he had like 21 and like 13 or some shit like that. And I haven't seen Draymond this aggressive in like a decade or so, bro. Like he was literally uber aggressive. The fake dribble handoff he do to Steph and go to the hole and lay it up, because teams try to treat him like he can't score the basketball. Like Draymond is just an absolute bum on offense. Like teams really treat him like that. Of course, they're gonna treat him like that from three because he's not a consistent 3-point shooter. But these last 2 years, he done brought back that prime Draymond shooting. He been pretty good, and he didn't hit key threes. He hit a dagger 3 for us this year. And you know, he always has been one of the best playmakers in the league. I don't care what nobody say. He's always been one of the best playmakers in the league. Always been one of the best defenders in the league. He crazy. Yeah, he is. You know, I fuck with Draymond because he from Michigan. And I guess I got a little Michigan bias, but I don't fuck with a lot of shit he say. That's been on record on here. His LeBron James relationship is weird. I feel like he praised LeBron a lot of the times more than Steph. Or he do a lot of the things that he shouldn't be doing because you got Steph. I don't agree with his takes on the fucking past era and all that shit. That is bullshit. But when it come to him getting on that fucking floor, and him on that floor, that man is a Hall of Famer. I don't care what anybody got to say, bro. You could talk about he a Mr. Triple Single. Bro, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. His impact is not on the stat sheet, nigga. That's what people don't understand. His impact is not on the stat sheet. You can watch the game and see how great Draymond Green is, bro. I thought y'all liked the eye test. Some of you old timers that be hating on Draymond, I thought y'all liked the eye test. I was very offended that Oscar Robertson said, all you do is pass the ball to Steph Curry. Bro, that's disrespectful. That was very disrespectful. I fuck with the old school, but that was very disrespectful. So I understand Draymond sometimes, but with that statement he made, it got to be respect on both ends, though. And that's the disconnect. The new school disrespect the old school, so the old school disrespect the new school. And then it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a disconnect. But I will say this. The new school is sensitive. If somebody say that this era is not as physical as the last era and it's easier to score, that's not hating. That's a proven fact, bro. That's different than somebody saying, it's trash. Everybody trash. Man, it's like, that's different than saying that. That is a proven fact, because I can see that and I believe that. And I'm not here to shit on this era 24/7 though. I'm definitely not here to do that, because I like a lot of these players. Shit, K, my favorite player in the game now. He didn't overtook Steph Curry. And that's only because I'm from Detroit. Steph Curry will always be, you know what I'm saying, my number one player to watch. But I got a ride for my nigga Cade. It's been too long. Yeah, bro, that shit weird. That's my biggest gripe with him. The technical foul shit and the all of this. Man, listen, I done heard that for years, bro. We win championships. I don't care. He was doing it in 2022. He was doing the same shit in 2022. What we do? Win the championship. 2017, win the championship. 2018, win the championship. He chased KD out the door, and we won a championship after that. I didn't need to see nothing. I ain't want to hear nothing else after that. And he said we were going to win the championship, and we went and did it. Bro, I ain't need to hear nothing else. But you know who also? Steph. What Steph say? You don't want to see us next year. LeBron ain't even do that, nigga. Stop playing with Steph Curry, bro. That nigga said you don't want to see us next year and went and won a championship. Michael Jordan, even my GOAT, Kobe ain't do that. Steph Curry said you don't want to see us next year and went and won a championship the next year, bro. Who can say that? Nobody in NBA history. He actually did what LeBron thought he was going to do in Miami. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Nah, bro, you ain't even get 3. Miami Heat should have won 4 titles. I should be sitting here talking about, damn, LeBron probably is the GOAT. I should literally be saying that. Miami Heat should have won all 4 of them titles. No excuses. I don't care what nobody say. They should have won all 4 of them titles. They win all 4 of them titles. He's 6-4. I'd be talking different about LeBron if he won all 4 of them titles. I probably would be talking different about him, bro. But he didn't. Nigga, Steph Curry predicted a championship. Stop it, bro. You've never seen that, ever, bro. You've never seen that. I mean, maybe you could pull up a MJ clip of him, but I don't think so. This man literally said you don't want to see us next year. He knew Clay was coming back. He knew that the team would be fully healthy next year, and he went and won a championship, bro. Now this year is not gonna be like 2022. This year is gonna be he win this championship, bro. It ain't gonna be nothing you can tell me about no LeBron over Steph, bro. Do you see how hard this Western Conference is, bro? This look like the early 2000s Western Conference, bro. No cap, bro. This bitch look like the early 2000s Western Conference, where winning 50 games to get you the 8th seed. A team could literally win 50 games, 49, 50 games, and they be the 8th seed this year. That is crazy, bro. That's how good how competitive the Western Conference is this year, bro. The East is a little less competitive, but like the top 6, yeah, the top 6 is competitive for the Eastern Conference. But you got 8 teams that can literally win 49, 50 games. And be in the 8th seed. Nah, because Joker got 3 MVPs. He do got a championship. Yeah. And Steph only got 1 this decade. So I wouldn't even put Steph in his 2020s. I don't even put Steph or LeBron in his 2020s. They like doctored. They somewhere else. But I got Giannis as the number 1 of this era. Honestly, I'm just being real with you. I understand Jokic got 3 MVPs. He got 1 championship. Giannis got 2 MVPs, a DPOI. One of the greatest closeout games in history. But I'm telling you, if Steph Curry win number 5, it's nothing you can tell me, bro. Shit, if Tatum win, I'm a Tatum fan, so nigga, he the best player in the world. I just don't want the Lakers to win. Lakers or the Pacers. You know I'm a Detroit Pistons fan, so you know I don't fuck with the Pacers at all. At all. I've never liked the Pacers. Never. That's why I don't care for Reggie Miller. But yeah, as long as the Lakers or the Pacers don't win, I'm good. If one of them niggas win, I'm probably gonna crash out. Not if LeBron win. He done took so many losses. You know what I'm saying? It's like he done took so many losses. He still have a losing record in the finals. He had to win the next 3 to have a winning record in the finals. That matters to me. How many times you won at the highest level and you lost? That matters. Not just winning championships. How many times did you get there? What was your competition? How many times did you win? How many times did you lose? You could put context on it, but still, you got to get it done. I don't give the passes that a lot of these other people do. Oh, well, you got to look at no, bro. No, bro. I can look at that and still have my same answer. And nigga, that's why I be telling people, bro. Niggas be like, Draymond wouldn't do this. Draymond would do this in any era. Promise you, bro. He would be this wild in any era, and he would be having to fight back in the era. Now I know a couple of niggas probably would have whooped his ass, but I think Draymond would act like this in any era. The difference would be he would get challenged in them other eras. He wouldn't just be doing this and nigga ain't gonna do nothing. He would got that shit he did to Shangoon, where he did that shit like that, nigga, he would have got slapped, punched, anything, bro, in the 80s and 90s, 2000s. Nigga, he would have got punched or something. It would have been some suspensions. But these niggas soft, bro. That's why Draymond be doing that to him. These niggas soft, bro. It ain't about fighting and all that. It's about nigga letting nigga know like you ain't finna bully me, bro. Like you ain't gotta fight and all that, but you know what I'm saying, a hard foul on him or offensive foul, you know what I'm saying? You take that, let him establish your dominance. These niggas soft, bro. Like Rudy Gobert can never talk tough ever again. Nigga, Draymond had your ass in a fucking baby boy chokehold, nigga. Like you can never talk ever again. LeBron, that man called you a bitch and you ain't do nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry, he called me a bitch, bro. I would have slapped him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have took that suspension. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't call me no B word. You said what? Bop! Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I would have took that suspension. I would have slapped Draymond. I ain't gonna hold you. I understand that's the finals and everything like that. Don't call me no B word. But LeBron ran to the motherfucking NBA, and they suspended him. You know, LeBron a snitch. We know that. He ran it. He called me a bitch. Suspension. Since that time, when the last time you seen a suspension in the NBA finals? Not since. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Niggas know what's up, bro. Exactly, nigga. He called me a bitch. If he would have did that to Kobe, Kobe would have dropped 40 on Draymond. If he would have called Kobe a bitch, Kobe would have dropped 40 on Draymond. He was like, I'm going to show you a bitch. And he would have been calling him he would have been like, I'm going to show you a bitch. I'm trying to tell you. Kobe would have bop, 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 dropped 40 on him, won the game. Nigga, who's the bitch? Nigga. That's how Kobe would have rocked. Jordan, too. I ain't gonna lie. Jordan, he probably would have been like, you say what? All right, I got something for you. And nigga Jordan, he'd have been out there, nigga, he'd have been like, yeah, I took that personally. Nah, you know what LeBron do? I'm gonna get you suspended. Bitch ass nigga. You want to be tough with Stephen A, but you don't want to be tough with Draymond, or you don't want to be tough with Nazi Muhammad. If you know, you know. Nazi Muhammad pushed your ass down. You ain't do nothing. You didn't do a damn thing, nigga. Nah, I'll be cool. I'll be real. Chris Childs did get Kobe with a little two-piece, but he sucker punched him. He wasn't scared. He just did and bop, bop. And it was some light shit, bro. You saw Kobe trying to get back at him, though, but it wasn't nothing. You saw Kobe getting that scrap with Reggie Miller, though. Like, LeBron soft, bro. We know that. He's the biggest. Look how he ran into Kuminga the other night and then, Nigga, Kobe was out there playing with a motherfucking broken finger, nigga. Not showing no emotion. That nigga is soft. Softy. Nigga soft, bro. Niggas be up in my DM, man. And all you do is talk about LeBron. No, I don't, bro. You can go on my channel. Bro, I don't even make videos about that boy. I don't even make videos about that boy, bro. Like, that boy is nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But Draymond is the DPOY. Let's get back to it, though.
Draymond, don't put yourself in harm's way, bro. You got an opportunity to do something special here. You get an opportunity to potentially play for your 5th title. Don't mess this up. You don't need to prove anything. Everybody know you're tough. Just go play basketball and put your team in the best situation where they can win a series.
Some people just know.
I do like their balance of criticizing him and, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, letting him know. I really don't have a problem with it, but I just think this shouldn't even be a question. We got 4 championships. Of course we can trust him to be Draymond Green and put us in the best situation. He's not going to hurt us in the playoffs this year. I'm telling you, if he hurt us in the playoffs this year, bro, I will get a Lakers jersey and I will wear that bitch. Keyword on if he hurt us. Man, we smoked them niggas, bro. That's all I care about. We smoked the Lakers, nigga. I'd rather lose to the Rockets than lose to the Lakers. We didn't beat the Rockets 15 out of 17 times. It's only their 2nd time beating us in like 3 years and shit. But you saw what we did to the Lakers, though. I don't give a fuck about the Lakers Laker fans making fun of Steph Curry and all this. Y'all can't say shit. Y'all didn't do that to him. Did y'all do that to him? No, you didn't do that to him. He was raining threes. And why do y'all keep acting like Pies is just a one-off? I see a lot of y'all Warrior haters, bro. You talking about, man, he not going to do this again. Pies has been putting up 20 points a game for the last 15 games, bro. Check the stats, bro. He been putting up like 20 points a game for like the last 10, 15 games, bro. He had 19 last night. Pies was hooping last night. He hit my 2. If I would have had a 2-leg parlay, I would have hit it. I'm just going to bet on Pies. Personally, because I don't know what they're going to do with Steph Curry. I don't know if he's going to get double team, triple team, foul, hub. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm going to be bluntly, I'm going to be as blunt as I can. I'm not blaming Steph for shit, bro. Steph has carried this team for the last 3-4 years and carried us to a championship. I don't care, bro. Steph can have, I told y'all, he can have 0 fucking points. Steph, this is exactly what I'm going to say. Steph was trash. He got to play better, man. And I'm moving on. I don't care, bro. Y'all niggas carry Steph now. That's what y'all niggas do. Y'all niggas carry Steph and help him get a championship. Jimmy Butler, you carry Steph. He got 4. You carry Steph, nigga. Nah, bro. Steph been carrying this franchise for too fucking long, bro. On God, bro. If Draymond Green hurt us in the playoffs, where he gets suspended for a technical foul or he get ejected from a game, I'll put on a Lakers jersey, bro. A LeBron Lakers jersey. No cap. No cap. Either I buy it or one of y'all buy it or one of y'all got it, I'll put it on, bro. But it's not going to happen, so I'm not worried about that. Exactly. And he carried us he basically carried us for, well, I ain't going to say carried, because him and Pies basically carried us offensively for the last 3 games. He was averaging like, bro, 43 points in the last 3 games, 42 points in the last 3 games, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. Jimmy Butler should have stepped the fuck up, bro, and not had 13. If he had 25 last night, maybe we win. Jimmy got to know when to actually put on the playoff Jimmy Butler cape. He obviously didn't know, bro. And we got to get that together. But Draymond is the damn DPOY to me. And he just...
Of course, he's not their best player, but he might be their most important player because of what is that. He and Steph have that type of... You get an opportunity to potentially play for your 5th title.
Oh, and they've long since made peace with it, that they can always trust Draymond Green to be Draymond Green. What that means is he will be incredibly intense on defense. He will show incredible versatility. He will make game-changing plays. And he will push the envelope too far and lose his cool. This will happen.
When do you understand, bro? At least when do you understand what's going on, bro? Draymond is going to be Draymond, regardless. We have, like I said, we have won 4 championships with Draymond Green being Draymond Green. The same dude y'all talking about. Why is this even a question, bro? Draymond know we got to deliver on that fucking wild ass promise he made again. Because when he did it the last time, I was like, oh my God, bro. But then when the playoffs came and we won the first round, I was like, oh shit, we might can win. Then we got to the Western Conference Finals. I was like, oh my God, bro, this nigga Draymond really predicted this shit. Then we got to the finals. I was like, and then we won the finals. I was like, bro, he predicted this shit, bro, right with me. Me, him, Stephen A was the only people I heard really saying that the Warriors gonna be good and they're gonna win the championship next year. I'm telling you, don't nobody want to play us come playoff time. I promise you the Rockets won't do that again. Matter of fact, I can guarantee you the Rockets won't do that again, bro. Won't be able to do that again. I can guarantee you Steph has computed that defense, understands what he did wrong. Steve Kerr, Jimmy, and I can promise you the next time we play the Rockets, if we play the Rockets again in the playoffs, that will not happen. Promise you that, bro. But like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Yeah, man, this is a hilarious bit, but I do agree with some of their points, but I don't even think this should be a question. We won 4 championships with Draymond Green. Draymond is going to be Draymond, and we're going to ride till the wheels fall off. Peace.